Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome stand-up comic, actor, and Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force Reserves, Jose Sarduy.
Hello, everyone. I have never had to tell jokes after bawling my eyes out. Thanks, Ed. I'm in the back, like, what am I doing to make people laugh now? Hello, everyone. My name's Jose, and I look like this. So to most of America, your name's not Jose. That's what I get a lot of the time. Nobody believes me. I used to live in Texas, and I went to meet a girl's family, and I remember the dad opened the door. He's like, "You're Jose?" We thought you was a real Jose. Like, what? Was he expecting me to come to the door with maracas? Like, "I'm here to date your daughter, okay." Like, I don't know what he was expecting. I thought maybe that's just Texas, but I used to live in Philadelphia. A lot of cultures right here, right? A lot of different cultures. Met a Puerto Rican guy in New York. He's like, "What's your name, man?" And I go, "My name's Jose." He's like, "No, papi. Your name can be Jose." I'm like, "Yes, it is. I was born in Cuba." He's like, "You look like a policeman." When you came in, everybody hid their marijuana. I'm like, all right. The worst is when I go home to Miami, I'll go to a Cuban restaurant. Waitress will see me. She's like, "I come back and explain the menu, baby." I'm like, "I got it. I was born in Cuba. Arroz con pollo maduro, por favor." She goes, "Oh, okay. The guy from immigration. And everybody scatters. But we are an interesting story. We came from Cuba because my dad was a political prisoner. My dad actually protested the government in Cuba, and we got deported to the USA. And my white friends are like, "That's awesome." My Mexican friends are like, "That's a really good deal. Who's getting deported to the United States?" I was like, "I know, I can't even pitch." It's usually how Cubans get in. But because of that, my family's very patriotic, always have been, you know. Like my dad and I, we were watching the Olympics, just me and him on the couch, and he's yelling at the screen, "USA! USA!" It's not just for Jews, Dad, it's for everybody, all right? I didn't come visit you on United Airlines. That's probably why I joined the military, because of that patriotism that my family instilled in me. I am an Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, just became Lieutenant Colonel October 1st. And I tell people I'm a veteran because I used to audiences I'm a pilot in the Air Force, and they'd be like, "They let the Cubans fly the planes? Shouldn't he be in the Coast Guard?" You don't want Cubans in the Coast Guard. That's like Mexicans in the Border Patrol. That's probably a bad idea. Everybody stop right there. Oh, that's my cousin. Okay, welcome to America. That's not a good, it's probably not a good idea. I'm still crying. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, so I've discovered in my time in the Air Force that we are not considered the tough branch. You know what I mean? I mean, we're not the Coast Guard, but nobody believes. I think it's because we don't have a cheer. You know what I mean? Like the Army's like, "Hooah!" Marines are like, "Hoorah!" Air Force is like, "For." Like we don't have a good. We want to have a good cheer. It's hard to motivate a room full of Air Force. We're like, "Air Force." We're like, "Paper cuts are real, man." Like it's not. We don't really have a battle cry. 80% of the Air Force is desk jobs. You know, it's like nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Take the Wi-Fi down, see what happens. Internet's down, recall the fleet. You know, we're not. But I do have stories from being in the military. My stories don't compete, you know, with some of the other veterans. And I feel bad about that, but they're my stories. People are like, "Oh, you're a pilot like Tom Cruise in Top Gun?" No. You remember in Top Gun when his boss is yelling at him? He goes, "If you screw up just this much, have you flying cargo planes full of rubber dog crap out of Hong Kong." That's the part when I go, "That's me, you guys." They're talking about me in Top Gun. So, yeah, Ed was a fighter pilot. He was in Top Gun. I was in Cap Gun. I flew cargo planes. And I wish I had good stories, but I don't. All my stories are weird. One time they told me I'm supposed to carry 600 pounds of cages full of live chickens. I'm glad it didn't happen. There's a bunch of chickens in an enclosed space. I was born in Cuba, y'all. I'd have been in the back of the plane. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Who's flying the plane? Whatever. 2-1 on the red one. 2-1. We call him Mike Tyson. He liked to bite. But I've discovered I get a lot of dumb questions. People don't know much about the military or even about aviation, so I love answering dumb questions. My favorite one ever, I've gotten this about 25 times. I was doing a show in Idaho. A nice older lady comes up. She's like, "You're an Air Force veteran?" "Yes, ma'am." 21 years? "Yes, ma'am." "My neighbor's son just finished boot camp in the Army. Do you know Jimmy?" Now I just go, maybe. My favorite, one of my other favorites is, you guys do air refueling? Like up in the sky, you get refueling in the airplane? I'm like, yeah, we do. Like when you get up there, do you get out and talk to the other pilot? I'm in the Air Force, man, not Starfleet. What are you talking about? My favorite question I ever gotten, though, I got it recently because Sully's back in the news, right? Sully, the movie. When that plane crashed in the Hudson River, people found I was a pilot and an aircraft accident investigator. So they're like, what do you think about that? The plane crashed in the Hudson River. Everybody survived, Jose. What do you think about that? I think those pilots were surprised. Not supposed to make it through those. Just imagine their final moments were like this. Here you go. Hold on, you guys. Here you. Did we make it, dude? Oh my God. I don't even know where the exits are. This is amazing. The other pilot's like, we're going to Vegas tonight. And we are driving. So we're not going to fly anywhere for a while. This is a very important organization because I got out of the active duty military in 2008. And I remember they sent me to a briefing for anyone getting out. And I had a job with the reserves lined up, so I was going to be doing this part-time. But I was engaging in, my business as a comedian and an actor full-time. And I remember during the briefing, most of it was very dry and boring. But at one point, there was a slide that said, "We don't want any veterans to become homeless. But if you do, there is this website that you can..." And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you offering websites to homeless people? This needs a lot of help. So, you guys, it's really great for you to come here and support this event. I am Jose Sarduy, and I am a United States Air Force veteran.